Hello, everyone, and welcome, welcome, welcome. I apologize for skipping yesterday, but I just needed to do some much needed personal care. So let's go ahead and merge day 25 and day 26 together. So today, what we're going to do is we're going to combine the magic of day 25 and day 26. Um, focusing on the themes of the day while explaining what's really important about both days. Okay, so feel free to watch this video 2 days in a row if you need to be reminded tomorrow what the challenge is as well. So on day 25, in the book, The Magic, Rhonda introduces Cue the Magic, which really encourages us to use any physical objects that we can as reminders to practice gratitude throughout the day. It's about really training the mind. So, training the mind to notice opportunities for gratitude wherever we go. So, when we do this practice, I want you to choose a few things that you see often, like your phone, right? How often do we give gratitude for our phone, but think about what our phone helps us with? The GPS to get us to places, the calendar to help us keep track of our lives, text messages and phone calls to communicate with our loved ones, letting us know how much money is in our bank by checking our bank statements. So many things, letting us read books, all kinds of things, right? How often do we give gratitude for our keys and what our keys really symbolize? They symbolize a home we get to come to, go to every day. They symbolize a car. They symbolize so many things. Some of us, they symbolize our own business or our own office. So whatever those objects are, I want you to let those things become cues to prompt you to give gratitude. Every time you see or you touch these objects, take a moment to feel gratitude for those things and what they have brought you. The reason this is so important is practicing gratitude in this way helps you build a habit of seeing the good in your daily life all around you. Okay. And it also helps keep you present and ensures that you are engaging with gratitude consistently throughout your day. And it will definitely enlighten the mood. So even during mundane moments, even if they seem mundane, I want you to go ahead and give gratitude for those objects. Your toothbrush, the pen you write with. Think about it. It does so much more than be that object. Then day 26. Day 26 is about magically transforming mistakes into blessings. So on this one, it's all about transforming past mistakes or negative situations into blessings through gratitude. So the idea behind this is that every mistake or challenging situation has something valuable hidden within it, a lesson, a growth, new direction, everything. Okay. So by looking back at what was mistakes and finding the positive, it gives you an opportunity to even heal your past and for you to reframe them, allowing gratitude to transform your perspective. So to practice this exercise on day 26, think of a situation that didn't go as planned or where you felt like you made a mistake. Did you say something wrong? Did you accidentally hurt someone without meaning to? Did you um cheat? Like well, I'm just trying to think of something here, right? So instead of focusing on the negative, I want you to ask yourself, what did I learn from this? How was this meant to help me grow? And then I want you to write down how you are so thankful for the lesson that came from that mistake. Now, why that's important is because this practice, it shifts your mindset from focusing on failure or regret to growth and gratitude, which helps release any negative feelings tied to those events, creating more peace and positive energy moving forward. So, how to practice if you want to do these together, that's great. If you want to do them separate, that's great. But day 25, choose 3 to 5 objects in your daily routine and use them as cues for gratitude. The refrigerator, the sink, whatever it is, every time you see or touch these items, pause and express thanks for something in your life. And I think take it deeper, express gratitude for that object and what it does for you. And then Day 26, reflecting on one mistake or some difficult situations from your past and really finding the lesson or the hidden gems. Um, and then writing down what you're grateful and how that experience has helped you grow. Okay, so let's go ahead and listen to Rhonda read both entries from the book. So this might be a longer live, but that's okay. And feel free to come back tomorrow if you need to watch this one again. So here we go.
Day 25. Cue the magic. Life is playfulness. We need to play so that we can rediscover the magic all around us. Flora Kolau, writer and therapist.
Today's practice, Cue the Magic, is one of my favourite practices because it's a game you play with the universe and it's a lot of fun. Imagine that the universe is friendly and caring and that it wants you to have everything you want in life. The universe can't just walk up and hand you what you want, so it uses the law of attraction to give you signs and cues to help you receive your dreams. The universe knows you have to feel gratitude to bring forth your dreams, so it plays its part in the game by giving you personal cues to remind you to be grateful. It uses the people, circumstances, and events that surround you in your day as your magic cues to be grateful. It works like this. If you hear an ambulance siren, the magic cue from the universe is to be grateful for perfect health. If you see a police car, your magic cue is to be grateful for safety and security. If you see someone reading a newspaper, it's your magic cue to be thankful for great news. If you want to change the weight of your body, when you see another person with your perfect weight, it's your magic cue from the universe to be thankful for your perfect weight. If you want a romantic partner, when you see a couple madly in love, it's your magic cue to be grateful for the perfect partner. If you want to have a family, when you see babies and children, take the magic cue and be grateful for children. When you pass by your bank or an ATM, it's your magic cue to be grateful for plenty of money. When you arrive home, it's your magic cue to be grateful for your home. And when a neighbour calls in to have a cup of coffee or you wave to them across the street, it's your magic cue to be grateful for your neighbours. If you happen to see one of your desires from your list, such as your dream house, car, motorcycle, shoes or computer, of course it's your magic cue from the universe to be grateful for your desire now. When you begin a new day and someone says, "Good morning," you're being given a magic cue to be grateful for the good morning. If you come across someone who is really happy, it's your magic cue to be grateful for happiness. And if you overhear another person saying thank you, anywhere, at any time, it's your magic cue to say thank you. There are unlimited and creative ways the universe has to magically cue you to be grateful in your day-to-day activities. You can never misunderstand a magic cue or get a cue wrong, because whatever you think a cue is for, you're right. The universe uses the law of attraction to magically cue you, and so you always attract the exact cues you need to be grateful for in that moment. Cue the Magic has become a daily game I play, and with practice I now automatically see all the magic cues the universe gives me, and I give thanks for every one of them. It never ceases to thrill and amaze me how the universe finds new ways to cue me to set the magic of gratitude into motion. When I receive a text or phone call from a friend or family member, it's a cue to be grateful for them. When someone says, "Isn't it a beautiful day?" it's a cue to be grateful for the beautiful weather where I live and for another beautiful day. If an appliance breaks down, it's a cue to be grateful for all my appliances that are working perfectly. If a plant in my garden is struggling, it's a cue to be grateful for all the healthy plants in my garden. When I collect the mail, it's a cue to be grateful for the mail service and for unexpected checks. When someone says they have to go to an ATM or I see people in line at an ATM, it's a cue to be grateful for money. If a person I know comes down with a sickness, it's a cue to be grateful for their health and mine. When I open my curtains in the morning and see the new day, it's a cue to be grateful for the great day ahead. And when I close my curtains at night, it's a cue to be grateful for the great day that I had. To play Cue the Magic today, all you have to do is be alert enough to take 7 magic cues from the universe during the day and give thanks for each one of them. For example, if you see someone with your perfect weight, say, "Thank you for my perfect weight." You can never do too much gratitude, so you can choose to do more, and if you want, you can even try to respond to as many magic cues in one day as you can. If you've been following the daily magical practices over the last 24 days, you will have reached a point by now where you will be alert enough to notice the cues the universe is always giving to you. One of the many benefits of gratitude's magical power is that it wakes you up and makes you far more alert and aware. And the more alert and aware you become, the more grateful you become, and the more easily you attract your dreams. So universe, cue the magic.
Isn't that so good? All right, let's move on to the next day, day 26.
Day 26. Magically transform mistakes into blessings. Turn your wounds into wisdom. Oprah Winfrey, media personality and businesswoman.
Every single mistake is a blessing in disguise. Today's magical practice will prove it, because you're about to discover that there are actually untold blessings hidden within every mistake. A child makes many mistakes while learning how to ride a bike or to write, and we don't give it a second thought because we know that through their mistakes they will learn and eventually master what they're trying to do. So why is it that adults are so hard on themselves when they make a mistake? The same rule that applies to children also applies to you. We all make mistakes, and if we didn't make them, we'd never learn anything, and we wouldn't grow any smarter or any wiser. We have the freedom to make our own choices, and that means we have the freedom to make mistakes. Mistakes can hurt, but if we don't learn from the mistake we've made, the pain we've suffered from it has been for nothing. In fact, by the law of attraction, we will make the same mistake over and over again until the consequences hurt us so much that we finally learn from it. It's the very reason why mistakes hurt, so that we do learn from them and don't make them repeatedly. To learn from a mistake, we first have to own it. And this is where many people come undone, because they often blame someone else for their mistake. Let's consider the scenario of being pulled over by the police for speeding and being given a speeding ticket. Instead of taking responsibility for the fact that we were speeding, we blame the police because they were hiding in the bushes on the highway around a bend. We couldn't see them, they had a radar gun, and so we didn't stand a chance. But the mistake was ours because we were the one who chose to speed. The problem with blaming other people for our mistake is that we will still suffer the pain and consequences of our mistake, but we didn't learn from it, and so bingo, we'll attract making the same mistake again. You are human, you will make mistakes, and it's one of the most beautiful things about being human. But you must learn from your mistakes, otherwise your life will have a lot of unnecessary pain. How do you learn from a mistake? Gratitude. No matter how bad something may seem, There are always, always many things to be grateful for. When you look for as many things as you can to be grateful for in a mistake, you magically transform the mistake into blessings. Mistakes attract more mistakes, and blessings attract more blessings. Which would you prefer? Today, think about a mistake you have made in your life. It doesn't matter whether it was a big or small mistake, but choose one that still hurts when you think about it. Maybe you lost your temper with a person close to you and the relationship hasn't been the same since. Maybe you put blind faith in another person and got burned. Maybe you told a white lie to protect someone, and because of it, you ended up in a difficult situation. You might have thought you were making the right decision about something, but it completely backfired on you. Once you've chosen a mistake to magically transform into blessings, look for the things to be grateful for. To help you, there are 2 questions you can ask yourself. What did I learn from the mistake? What are the good things that came out of the mistake? The most important things to be grateful for about every mistake are the things you learned from it. And no matter what the mistake, there are always many good things that came out of it and altered your future for the better. Think this through very carefully and see if you can find a total of 10 blessings to be grateful for. Every blessing you find has magical power. Write out your list in a gratitude journal or type them on a computer or phone. Let's take the example of being caught speeding by the police and receiving a fine. I'm grateful to the police for wanting to stop me from harming myself and others, because after all, that was all they were trying to do. I'm grateful to the police for the wake-up call. Being pulled over did affect me, and it will make me watch my speed and drive more carefully in the future. I'm grateful to the police because if I think about my own family being put in danger by other speeding drivers, then I definitely want the police to stop speeding drivers. I'm grateful to the police. They must see heartbreaking situations every day, and all they're trying to do is protect my life and my family's life. I am grateful to the police for making sure that I arrived home safely and walked through the door to my family as I usually do. I am grateful to the police because of all the possible consequences that could have stopped me from my speeding. The police pulling me over was the least harmful consequence, and it could have been the biggest blessing of my life. I would strongly urge you to take any mistakes you've made in your life that you still feel bad about, and in your own time, follow this magnificent and magical practice. Think about it. Through one mistake, you have the power to bring many blessings. What else guarantees dividends like that?
All right, beautiful souls, that is it for today. Have a great day, and we'll see you back tomorrow.